Hey friends! In this video, we are going to talk about how to become ungaslightable. And what I really mean by this is how to become so strong in your own sovereignty and discernment that other people cannot manipulate you. Even if they try, they won't be able to. So to begin, we'll define what gaslighting is for the context of this video. Gaslighting occurs when someone tries to psychologically manipulate another being in order to deny them of their own reality. Usually when gaslighting occurs, the person being gaslit has a hard time trusting their own thoughts and experiences, and this can create a lot of confusion, self-doubt, and even powerlessness. Gaslighting is common in situations where someone or a group of people is in a position of power or authority, and it's also often seen in codependent relationships. Everyone in every situation has their own perception of their truth, and the problem with gaslighting is when someone tries to make their truth the universal truth. It has a very domineering energy. It's literally like a form of energetic domination. In the book The Gaslight Effect, the book's author, Dr. Robin Stern, says that gaslighting requires two things. The first part of the equation is a gaslighter, and this is someone who requires their perception to be seen as the truth in order to gain a sense of power and self. The second part of the equation is a gaslightee, and this is someone who allows the gaslighter to define their sense of reality because they idealize the gaslighter or they seek their approval. Dr. Stern says that gaslighting can only ever truly take place if both parties actively participate in this dynamic. She also says that the gaslight effect happens in stages. In the first stage, gaslightees experience disbelief. This is when they want approval from their gaslighter, but they don't necessarily need it. The second stage is defense, and this is where gaslightees argue with their gaslighter in order to win their approval because they are seeking their validation. The third and final stage of the gaslight effect is depression, and this is where gaslightees deny their own sense of reality and agree with their gaslighter in order to gain a sense of approval and acceptance from them. I believe that gaslighting is so common because as human beings, our need for connection is so strong. And because this need is so strong, we often reject our own authenticity and our own authentic beliefs in order to conform and to fit in. It's literally in our instincts to connect with others and be accepted and therefore survive. Like for example, if our mothers or our primary takers rejected us, we'd be kaputs. So our need for connection, for relationships, for belonging with others, even if it's not true belonging, is so high. For the rest of this video, I'm going to share some energetic tools and concepts to help you stop gaslighting in its tracks. And then I'm also going to work through a process with you in order to clear gaslighting from your space and also reclaim your sovereignty. So the first thing we want to do is establish a sense of recognition if someone is trying to manipulate you. So if you're watching this video, I'm already under the assumption that you're pretty intuitive. And usually if you're intuitive, if something feels off, then it really feels off. However, based on the energetics of gaslighting and just what it is in general, it can be very confusing. And so sometimes it can be hard to be able to trust in yourself and notice, is someone trying to manipulate me or am I just projecting? I know it can feel very muddled. And so if you're in this position, I recommend getting first into a grounded and calm state. You want to move yourself into a space of neutrality. And when you're in a space of neutrality, you'll feel less emotional about the situation and you'll be able to get a clearer read to notice if someone is indeed trying to manipulate you. So once you have that clear and neutral read and you notice that someone is trying to gaslight you, you can immediately stop it in its tracks by affirming to yourself, I do not consent to being gaslit. Another thing you can say is, I am a sovereign being and I trust in my own guidance. Affirm this to yourself. Remember, people can attempt to gaslight you, they can attempt to manipulate you, but it will never truly stick if you simply decline. When you do this, you're already beginning the workings of learning to validate yourself in priority to anyone else. Remember, this isn't about making other people believe in your truth or your perspective. This is simply about believing in yourself and validating yourself. No one needs to validate you but you. When you do this, you reverse the other person's attempts to deny you of your emotions and feelings. The stronger connection you have with yourself, the easier it is to feel confident in taking up space and in trusting yourself above anyone else. And to really seal in the deal, I recommend taking some time to re-establish boundaries with the other person, whether physically or energetically. For this portion of the video, we'll work through an energetic process together to reclaim your sovereignty and put a stop to gaslighting before it can even begin. And so for us to begin, we will start with 3 deep breaths together, and then we'll move into the energy work. So inhaling. One, inhaling. 2, inhaling. 3. And with your eyes closed, I invite you to start envisioning a ball of energy in your first energy center, your root chakra. And just let that ball of energy form in your space, in that first center. And we'll take this ball and we'll let it drop from your physical body down and sinking into the earth, down past the earth's crust, down past the mantle, and all the way into the center of the earth. And as it reaches the center of the earth, allow your grounding cord to spread out roots and really anchor you into this present moment. I'm going to open up some space for you to send down any energies that are ready to leave your space. Send them down the grounding cord, anything that no longer serves you in this present moment. And simultaneously, start calling up earth energies through this grounding cord to support you. So create this loop, sending down any energies that no longer serve you, calling up energies to support you. And feel your body and energy center. And next what we'll do is we'll set our intentions for this energy work. And so we will set our intentions by affirming to ourselves, I do not consent to be gaslit. I do not consent to being gaslit. And affirming to ourselves, I am a sovereign being, and I trust my own guidance. And one more time, I am a sovereign being, and I trust my own guidance. Beautiful. And now calling up magnets from the earth, I want you to envision one magnet, a big one right in front of you, and one big magnet behind you. And with these magnets, allow them to clear any inauthentic energies from your space. And so these inauthentic energies can come from other people trying to distort your field, trying to get you to achieve their own agenda. It can be the energy of manipulation from others, trying to get you to conform to what suits them. Use these magnets and start clearing both in front of you and behind you. Anything that has permission to be picked up and released. And let's take a little time bringing these magnets in front of your solar plexus, allowing them to clear any energies from your solar plexus that are keeping you from being able to trust in your own self, that are keeping you from being able to have confidence in yourself, that are keeping you from connecting to your own willpower. Use these magnets to clear away both front and behind your solar plexus. If these magnets ever get heavy, send them down your grounding cord and call up new ones. And then we'll guide these magnets up to your crown chakra. And again, taking extra time to focus in this space, allowing them to clear any energies from your crown chakra of outside influences that are trying to get you to behave in a certain way, to do certain things. Anything that is inauthentic, clear it from your crown chakra. Allow these magnets to pick them up, both in front and behind of your crown. And now send these magnets down your grounding cord. And we'll call up fresh ones one more time to sweep your field all over your energetic space, both front and back, clearing any remnant inauthentic energies from your space. And we'll send these magnets down your grounding cord. And the next thing we'll do is do an energetic scan of your body and notice if you have any cords tying you to other people, or maybe even hooks that other people have created in your energy field. And these hooks come with this intention of trying to manipulate you or get you to do something in their favor. Just do a scan starting from your head, taking notes if you notice any cords or hooks down your neck, down your shoulders, in your chest area. Scanning your stomach, down your legs, knees, feet. And just take a mental note if you can envision your body in front of you. Just see if you can see where these cords or hooks are in your field. And we're going to take some time now to gently start pulling these hooks and these energetic cords out of your body. And so I want you can actually physically act this out. Just notice where these hooks or cords are and gently start pulling them from your space. Pulling them until you get all of their roots out of you. Like pulling out a weed, get the entire root. And once you pull out a cord or a hook from your field, put it into a bubble, like an energetic container of a bubble in front of you. So I'm gonna create some time, some space for you to just pull out these cords and hooks and place them in the bubble. Scanning your body both in front and behind. And we'll take this bubble full of all of the energetic cords and all of the hooks that were trying to make their way into your field. And all of these hooks and cords, they're all trying to have some need fulfilled. And so instead of having that need fulfilled from your own precious energy, what we're going to do is we're going to offer them earth energies, water, wind, fire, and light in order for their needs to be met from a different source so it doesn't have to take from you. And so take this bubble full of these cords and hooks, and we'll first wash them over with earth energies. And allow these cords and hooks to resource everything and exactly what they need from the earth in order for their needs to be met. Maybe you picture this as a soothing energy, a grounding energy, filling their cup up with the earth. Next, calling in the element of water to wash over this bubble, allowing this water to fulfill any needs that these cords have. Feel any sensations that they want to feel as well, be fulfilled with the water. Next, calling in the element of wind to blow through this bubble, blowing this wind through all the cords and hooks, letting their needs be fulfilled and met from this wind. Washing over this bubble with the element of fire, feeling its purifying warmth wash over these hooks and cords. And finally inviting light into this bubble. And shine this light so brightly that these hooks and cords dissolve. Let their energy be evaporated or transformed into something new, something brighter. You can give them to your angels and guides, or just send them out to the universe as transformed energy. And next, what we're going to do is start recalling our authentic energies to fill up any emptiness that might have been created after clearing out inauthentic energies. And so when inauthentic energies take up our space, once they're removed, they can leave holes in our field or they can leave gaps. And so we want to refill these gaps. And so what I want to do is invite you to envision an image of a person or a group of people that you feel like is gaslighting you. Call an image of them before you in your mind. Notice if they have any of your authentic energies in their space. Just parts of you that are lingering in their field. And what we're going to do is we're going to reclaim them. And so let's grab a magnet, call one up from the earth, and use this magnet to circle around this being or group of beings. And use this magnet to call back your energy from this person or people. Maybe you can envision your authentic energy as a color or a sensation or a shape. And just use this magnet to siphon back your energy from this person or group of people. And as you recall these energies, allow them to fill a container up above your head. Just recalling all these energies. Anyone you sense is trying to manipulate you, call your energy back from them. Reclaim it as your own. Bring it back home to where it belongs and let it fill in a bubble above your head. And we'll do another sweep for authentic energies. So anywhere you feel like your energy is not in the present moment, you can do a sweep across any other people, situations, objects. Anywhere you feel like your energy is leaking towards that's keeping you drained or unhappy, call your energy back and siphon it into the energetic bubble on top of your head. And as you fill this bubble, ask your guides and angels and team to purify and triple check these energies, making sure they're 100% authentically yours. And let's also ask them to keep them in present time, Either update these energies or just set them for this present moment in time. And we'll take this container and we'll crack it like an egg above your head and allow your authentic energies to fill your space once again, reclaiming your power, reclaiming your essence. Any holes in your field that have been left open, seal it back up with your authentic energies. Envision it as a color, as a smell, as a shape. Let it fill your space. Any gaps that have been left open, seal it back up. Almost like if you were sealing up or patching up a wall. Starting with your physical body, especially any areas where there were hooks or cords. And then moving out into your auric space, sealing it up with your authentic energies. And create a solid bubble around you with your authentic energies. Impenetrable. And let's take a moment to feel what it feels like to be in your sovereignty. And now that you've cleared other people's distortions from your field, and now that you've reclaimed your authentic energies, I invite you to take some time to validate your feelings. So any emotions that might have arisen from your situation around being gaslit, or the attempt of gaslighting, any emotions that might have stirred up from that, I want you to take some time to validate your feelings. Validate your emotions. And you can do this by saying simple affirmations to yourself. For example, I see you. It's okay that you feel this way. I believe you. I hear you. Your voice is important to me. You are important. Your experience is valid. And allow these affirmations to really sink in. I'll create some space for you to affirm anything else that you need to tell yourself. That your soul and your body need to hear from you after going through this experience of someone attempting to gaslight you. I believe you. And we'll refresh our grounding cord, letting the old grounding cord drop away and calling up a new one. Reclaiming your energies, your authentic energies once again, resealing up your field. And I invite you to give yourself a hug right now. I know it's not an easy thing to go through. It's really difficult when other people try to manipulate you, and so I just want you to take some time to just validate your experience a little bit more and to thank yourself for showing up in such a loving way. It is so powerful to choose yourself. And so as you move forward, I hope you can continue to validate yourself, validate your experience, and continue to choose yourself over and over again. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope this process was helpful. I hope the information before it was helpful. If it was, please leave a like, a comment, subscription, all of the above, as it really does help my channel. I appreciate you being here so much, and I really wish you the best. Thank you.